Earnings and Delta, main market movers. Hello and welcome to our weekly outlook. While the Delta virus is spreading all around the globe and flood continues to plug into Europe, central banks in China and Europe will have interest rate decision and monetary policy meeting. On the other hand, earning reports will continue with more companies this week and heavy economic data will get more attention. Let's take a quick look at the week ahead and the most important events. Number 1, the second week of earnings and the first FANG member. After the first week's bank report that was not as good as expected, we are preparing for the second week. This week's focus will be on IBM, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, American Airlines, American Express, Twitter, and the first FANG member, Netflix. For Netflix, the speed easing in the lockdowns for second quarter, revenue still expected to be healthy at 7.3 billion. Number 2, RBA meeting minutes. RBA is trying to get back to its regular monetary policy as soon as possible. Same as the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. In Australia, the central bank began tapering in its previous meeting. While we are not waiting for any rate hike anytime sooner than 2024, the meeting minutes will focus on banks' policies and economic outlook. Aussie moves in a clear downtrend as the effect of the central bank's policy and slowdown in the Chinese economic growth, which means fewer purchase of Australian raw materials. Number 3, People's Bank of China and its policy meeting. For this week's meeting, the Chinese central bank may take another step to cut the reserve ratio requirement, but the 3.85% rate is not expected to be changed. Unlike most of other central banks, the People's Bank of China holds its ultra-easy monetary policy and supports mainly the medium and small businesses. This policy is expected to keep the weaker position of Chinese yuan against US dollar. Number 4, ECB policy meeting and interest rate decision. With upgrading the GDP forecast for 2021 from 4 to 4.6%, now it is expected that the European Central Bank to start planning or talk about the planning for some deadline for its PEPP plan. But still no one expecting change in rate levels. Also, Christine Lagarde's press conference after the meeting should give us more information about the ECB's new policy and its rate targets. Euro is weakening against the US dollar in the past weeks and it is still expecting to be continued. Number 5, EU PMI data. Friday, most developed countries will publish their PMI data. In Europe, and while most Eurozone members ease the restrictions, especially with the summer holidays, we are expecting positive numbers from EU members, especially the Germany and France, that they are expecting to have both manufacturing and service sectors in the positive area. Unlike positive expectation, we are waiting for a bit more decline in German DAX to see it in a more deeper numbers before ECB meeting. Number 6, UK PMI data. In the UK, according to the published data in retail sales, manufacturing and construction surveys, we can see that the economic growth is slowing down and it will affect the PMI data. For the July number, in both service and manufacturing sectors here in the UK, a little bit decline is not far than perspectives. Given these numbers, FTSE is still expected to continue its downtrend corrections. And finally, number 7, US data. This week, other than earning reports, we do not have many essential data from United States. However, Tuesday's housing start and Friday's PMI numbers are important. For housing starts, we are waiting for better than expected numbers. Service sector are supposed to increase PMI numbers as summer holidays are the leading market drivers for this sector. But manufacturing industry is slowing down. With these expectations and market fears over the Delta variant of the coronavirus, a bit more decline in SP 500 is still expected. Thanks for watching this video and hope you're having an amazing week ahead.